All right. Yeah, I hit a deer last night. I've hit three so far, and not proud of it. It's just, you got to laugh or you'll cry about it. And I was driving the Mrs. Newish car, or the new Armada, and yeah, it did a good bit of damage. The car's still drivable. Everyone's fine. That's the good part about it. And yes, we got it on video. So we're going to walk through the video, and then we're going to talk about what happened and everything. Now, real quick, I live in Montana, and every time I show people video and stuff of driving, they're like, "You're driving way too fast." Our speed limits are 80 miles an hour. You can look it up, all right? And that's 80 during the day and at night because we're in a rural section of Montana. We're not in one of the 3 or 4 urban zones. So this is actually, I was driving pretty reasonably, all things considered. So let's take a look at the video. All right, this is us coming in from town about a mile out, just driving along, doing, as you can see there, it has our speed limit right there, 71 miles per hour. We're driving eastbound on I-90, coming up to town, and deer. Yeah, it happens that fast. Now, the time between that was 1.4 seconds from start to finish, and from start to my reaction time was 1.01 seconds. Now, I'm not saying I'm a NASCAR or F1, driver, but I think that was, at close to, was it midnight? I think it was on the time on that. Let me just double check. Yeah, pretty. It was pretty late. It wasn't quite midnight. It was like, I think 10, 11 o'clock. Anyway, point is that it was late at night. It had been a long day, and I had a car full of tired folks, and we were driving home from Bozeman, and typically deer like that, they're not usually roaming. Usually dusk and dawn are the times. He should have been bedded down. But you know what? I don't know. Maybe he's getting an early start on the rut. There was a doe on the. I don't know if you saw. There was a doe in the center that looked like he was headed towards. Not sure what was going on. But the point is that we see deer all the time. Always try to keep an eye out for them. This one snuck up on me, and if you could do better reaction time, then good on you. But the point is that I want to talk about is driving safe. All right, knowing your surroundings, pay attention. If you live in, this is why we drive vehicles this size. I've hit 2 deer before. Both were in my Ram 3500, and if you've seen a picture of it, you know why I'm not worried about it on that one. I hit the other deer. I hit one at 55 and one at 75, and the one at 75, we couldn't find anything. Now this deer that we hit, we pulled over to inspect the vehicle and check for the deer. Deer was gone. Don't know what happened to the deer. We did call Highway Patrol, let them know, hey, I nailed a buck on the highway. Not sure if he's down, not sure if he's wandering around, but you guys probably want to, go take a couple passes through there, make sure there's not an obstacle in the road or a half-dead buck getting into traffic. It's, you do what you can do in the situation, and you just thank God afterwards that you are all through it just fine. Now, as far as the vehicle, as I said, this is why we drive vehicles like this. This is the it's going to take some work. All right, it's going to have to go to the auto body shop, and we're going to have to file an insurance claim, and also have to file a white paper thing, just collision or accident report with the state for the insurance, because they want that all filed. But you know what? Having the footage is going to make all of this a lot easier. It's going to show that I was driving at a reasonable speed. I was in my lane. I wasn't doing anything wrong. And so if somebody wants to argue about my claim, I have that to back it up. I'm not going to offer that up front. As long as they do everything they're supposed to. It's Geico, so they should. Anyway, the point is this, that having this is a little bit of peace of mind. I know, honestly, I know that I felt bad afterwards. I felt like, I could have swerved harder. Maybe I could have done more. And, but honestly, I've had friends who've gotten hurt trying to avoid animals. And it's the reason why I drive bigger vehicles, because I can take the hit, as it were. As soon as I saw the deer, the first 3 things went through my mind. Crap, it's a deer. All right. Second thing went through my mind was keep control. Don't roll the vehicle trying to avoid him. And the third thing was that 6 or 8 points? I can't help myself. Don't go mad at me. Well, I mean, it wasn't like a stellar rack, but I mean, it wasn't bad. Anyway, I know I'm a little off-season hunting. It's anyway. I know. Bad jokes aside, I want you all to be safe. And in fact, let me show you real quick the this is the dash cam we used. It's the Vanture. I did a whole video on this. You can see the clarity and stuff. This is a great nighttime. You know, you can see what happened there. And it's nice. It's small. And that's one of the things I really like about it is the size, is because you're not really watching this. So I have it tucked up behind the rear view, so I can't really see it. Well, my son's here. I can't really see it from the driver's seat, which is what I want. I don't want to be. You're not watching the screen when you drive. That's kind of ridiculous. It's got 4K lens on it. It's got a polarizing lens, and it's got the magnetic release. So I got home. I'm like, I want to make sure I save this. Popped it right off. And brought it inside, was able to pull the card and everything else, and not have to fiddle and take things apart and do all the other kind of stuff. That's what I love about these kinds of cameras. Now, they've got a whole bunch of other ones you can take a look at. Let me pull it back up. There we go. Now, they've got a bunch of other ones, you know, on the website. They've got 2K, they've got 4K, they've got other features like the one I just showed you, the bigger one. They've got all sorts of stuff, whatever it is that you're looking for. I suggest you check them out. It's a company I like. Yes, sponsored by the company, but honestly, I've been contacted by so many dash cam companies. I could have chosen any one of them. I just really like what Vantrue is doing, and that's why I have them in my vehicle, because of situations like this. I did a story where I talked about after I got my first dash cam, which was like 25 years ago. I got hit in a parking lot, and a guy tried to claim that it was my fault, and I was like, dash cam. He instantly was like, I'm really sorry. I was in a hurry. He knew he was at fault. He was just trying to get out of it. Maybe you think he can make a few bucks off of me. Hopefully I'll get a few bucks off the deer's insurance. You know, maybe we'll come out positive on this. Okay. Yeah. Anyway, buy whatever dash cam you want. All right. Do whatever, you know, if you don't want to, because it's sponsored, then get a different one. I don't care. I just want you guys to be safe. All right. And that's when we talk about this stuff, that's what we mean by it. All right. Anyway, be safe on the road. Watch for deer, which in Montana is another way of saying we love you. Anyway, you all take care. God bless. And as always, shine on.